By the way, I love the way that they portray the talking of Fee, which is this character, by the way. Meet Fee. But I made it clear earlier how I love all the sounds that they use instead of people talking. They're just really well done. They're gorgeous and awesome. Are you awake? Okay.
Oh.
Yup, he knows. He knows. When your Loftman carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Unfortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. What about my GF, yo? But Rakdar, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? Oh my gosh, he's talking! That's not supposed to happen, but you know, sometimes you gotta explain the sitch. A black tornado? That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself, you're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem... I see, she was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission? How interesting. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought for a moment. It's always very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It'd be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It'd be also very dangerous. Rest now, Rakdar. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it. I gotta say, this Zelda actually has my favorite story of any of the 3D platform Legend of Zeldas. Ever since Ocarina of Time, I haven't played a lot of the Game Boy ones and whatnot, but this Zelda has my favorite story, and I've actually read some articles about, which I know it's weird. You can't read articles that tell you what's good about a game, but I've read some articles that summed up really well kind of what made this storyline awesome, and I'll be pointing that out as I play through. So yeah, as you can see, this is Fee, the woman, I guess you could call her a woman, the woman that we saw in the clouds. And, this is where things get real. This is where shit's like, you've led this sheltered life. It's the normal Zelda story, though. Your character has led this sheltered life. They've never left the place where they currently live. And then shit gets real, and it's awesome. And, oh, don't want to jump off the edge. Now is not the time to be jumping off the edge. While we chase Fee. Oh, except for we gotta go this way. Ooh, you didn't even see that before, did you? Well, neither did I. Oh man. Seriously, when I think about this game, I just think about how much I love the music, how much I love the story. It's all so awesome. And this cat looks nice enough. It's the one that we tried to throw, and now it's gonna exact its revenge. You know, the first time I saw that, it kind of, like, freaked the shit out of me. Oh. Should I try and kill this cat? I mean, this is the headmaster's cat. Yeah. Can I pick it up now? I think once yep. You can, and then... What happens? Is that... Really? Oh, it's got wing ears! I was like, uh-oh. I was like, was I supposed to be able to do that? But... I am absolutely able to do that. Oh, forgot I can shake leap. When you're climbing in this game, you can do the shake leap. It's really cool. You can, it's harder to time on, like, ledges like this, but when you're going up, like, when you're going up like a vine trellis, it's really easy to... Oh, hey buddy. When you're going up a vine trellis, it's really easy to kind of do the shake leap thing. Oh, does it take 2 hits to kill Keese in this game? It does. Oh! Shaking controls, by the way, this game, one thing I can say this game really has going for it is the shaking controls, obviously all your sword hits are shaking, but it feels natural because, like I said, your sword is based on the direction you're actually physically swinging. So it's like, it's normal that all your sword hits involve shaking. But like, the other shaking controls in this game are really well designed, and it's not that whole feeling that oh crap. It's not that feeling that, yeah, tell me off. You're not supposed to go jumping off of shit. In the dark, you never know when you might take a wrong end. Don't let me catch you going up flying at night. I like how this guy is not concerned with the fact that there's like a flying woman made of, like, nail polish flying around. But anyway, what was I saying about the controls? Oh, the shaking. The shaking in this game doesn't feel overused. It doesn't feel like they could have just used a button. Like in Twilight Princess, the control shaking, it was like, why didn't you just use a button instead of doing the shake? It was worthless. But in this game, because it's like calculated how you slice and stuff, it's really cool. I felt like the controls were they're very well thought out in this game, and that's something that I feel is one place that this game really got things back on track. One thing you'll hear me do in this game is talk a lot of shit about Twilight Princess, which is weird, because I've only played that game once, and it was a long time ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more. In fact, must have been when I was still in high school, if that's when it came out. No, it was my first year in college was when I played it. But I feel that I'm going to play it again on this channel, because I feel like that game deserves better credit than I give it. The one chosen by my creator, I've been waiting for you. You will play a role in the great destiny. According to your social customs, I should provide you with a personal designation. Fee is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Raktar, you must take up the sword as the one chosen by my creator. It is your destiny. Strange dreams troubling your sleep, my sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of the one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. And this spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend to take up the sword before you set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of the Creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. I love Fee as a character. Fee she's not overly quirky. Oh, I gotta, do this. I'm sitting in a chair right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, I should, like, record myself doing the motion to take it out, but it's too late now. I cannot do it. And, oh, come on. There, I was like, come on. But yeah, Fee is an awesome companion in this game. She rocks the world of Midna. And, you know, not everybody always complained about Navi, but at least Navi was like, you know, she was always there to help you. It was just, back in the day, it was overly programmed that you needed to be given hints. That was the real problem with that character. Recognition complete, Master. Raktar, my master. Raktar! Oh gosh, the sounds again. I just love, like, hey, oh. But until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youthful legend would one day appear. Well, technically I appeared on your island when I was born. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to the select few generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the goddess' sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth, guided by the hand, shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It has started days ago, the sword that I've kept secret all these years. It began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things. Here alone with the sword, there was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, who is also youthful, in likeness yet with knowledge immeasurable. Ah yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess' chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the hand such as of destiny. With the spirit of the blade at the side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden shall bring forth piercing light that resurrects the land. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a world far below, far more vast than Skyloft. Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to vast realms of the surface. It is only through the journey that can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, Rakdar. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. This is a tablet. It will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. Heavy stone tablet feels very old. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with the Skyward Strike. These blasts are formed of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to spend your power for a Skyward Strike. You know, Fee really reminds me of this character from an anime called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. She reminds me of Yuki Nagato. And Yuki Nagato, when she talks about the fact that she has a human interface, she talks about the fact that speech is such an inefficient method, but it's the only method that humans have to communicate. So it's kind of that same joke, that same kind of feeling that this has, where she's like, oh, humans and they're talking. What's the deal with that? What's the deal with humans and talking? I don't know. It's like a comedy bit that I don't think would work well with this crowd. The human crowd. Maybe Fee's people have jokes about that. It's like, have you ever noticed that we communicate like this? And she just silently stares at the audience, and they all just nod their heads, and she's like, but humans communicate like this, like I'm talking right now. Master Rakdar, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword, and will accompany you in your travels. Press down to summon me whenever you require my assistance. Or sometimes I'll force you to press down. Rakdar, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think, if what this Fee says is true, Zelda is alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Rakdar, especially down here. But if you've decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but it is the only the start of your journey. Please, see it through and prove the legend's true. No way! He's gonna be like, you little prick. I understand how you feel, but this is destiny itself calling for you. You must not run from it, Raktar. Well, I said no, so it looks like it's going to force me to do it anyway. Dawn is drawing near. It's been a long night for the both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Raktar, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for the winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You better change before you go. Can you guess what the uniform is going to look like? Because I can. I gotta say, one of my favorite parts of this game also is how it fits into the Zelda timeline. And absolutamente, yes, I'd like to save my progress. And with that, I know there's been a lot of scenes in these last few episodes, but bear with me, this game is going to pick up once things really get going. I am going to save, and I'm going to end this recording session right here. This has been Raktar. Thank you for watching.